Hello guys and welcome back to No Fracture Garage. My name is Craig and this here is Colin. We're working on my 4R100 transmission, which is the transmission that sits behind my 2002 Ford 7.3 Power Stroke diesel engine. First problem is the RPMs would spike. I'll see if I can't insert in video. It would spike from like 2000 to 2500 RPMs, and now it's about a 200 RPM spike on it. So that was the first problem that led me to start thinking there's something wrong with this transmission. The next thing is I went ahead and put a new rebuilt torque converter in it, and then I ran into this issue of it felt like I was hitting a headwind every time I was on the interstate. I'd be driving, and about 15-20 minutes into the drive, when all the fluids seemed to get really warm, it felt like I hit a headwind and I was kind of losing power. So I'm not sure what that is or where it's coming from. I put the old torque converter back in, and that seemed to take care of that first problem. It at least wasn't as prevalent as before with the new torque converter, but I still had the RPM spike. Going past that, I decided to take the valve bodies out of the bottom and make sure that they were all clean. And there was one that was hanging up, and after I got it to actually function, now I have this issue where it won't reverse. Well, it will go in reverse, but it will only go about 10 feet, and then I'm having the RPMs going up crazy high, like 3,000 RPMs, and I'm going nowhere. When I dropped the transmission pan last video, I found out that there was some stuff in the bottom, so I've determined that it's time to go ahead and tear this transmission down again and see if I can't I'm going to see if I can't engage the transmission gears through compressed air. Alright, so second gear, first gear, third and reverse gear, and torch lock up. You can hear that? How it's locking up. Up. I can't hear my second one. Can you hear that thud? Yeah, all that seems to be working just fine. The second gear, that might be an issue right there. Keep tearing it down. I can tell you so far is this is the band clutch activated by this. This is the old one, and it's in really, really great shape, all things considered. And typically, from what my research has shown, is most transmissions people, don't have any reason to replace them. All right. This one, on the other hand, that I just pulled out of the transmission, it's got an issue. It doesn't have the same shape. It should be like this, so that way it returns. When this comes up, this slacks off, and then it returns. Now, that band goes around that cylinder. So this piece sits right here. Right, pushes down. Show you on the inside. So, look right there. That pushes down. Now, I'm going to put the old one in because the old one will actually do what it's supposed to do. Try and activate this over here. So pressure comes in and it tightens the band like that. And then when the pressure comes off, it releases. Tightens and releases. Now, from what I've been told, from what I can understand, is that this is just when you shift, when you're telling the computer to go from third to second gear, if I remember that right. And when it closes around this right here, and it's supposed to slow that down. It pinches and gives you engine braking right there. Alright guys, at this point I'm going to stop and probably call it end of this video. I'm pretty sure that's the problem with the transmission. Now, is it one of multiple? Possibly. Is it one of one? Hopefully.